Okay, so let's see what happens, because you just shot that arrow at a glass vial of Fossick that's being fought over. But first, the arrow is released before you were able to pull your gun fully up. Do you fire at his hand still?
He already shot it?
He already shot it. You still have a turn.
What did I do?
Would you like to use your turn to do anything?
Watch it play out.
Do we need to roll initiative? Both of us?
Probably maybe after this. We'll see. We'll see.
I feel like it's already like,
It's already been shot, you know?
Yeah, but like you can totally like do anything you want. Actually, here I'll describe what happens from that, so you have a chance to react to that.
Yeah.
Because you still have action to use.
Yeah.
Right.
Slow motion.
Yeah. As you see the arrow, as you both are holding it, Sochi, you're like getting ready to grab like a weapon or something. You can see her like trying to grip onto it tightly, and then you both see it. As the arrow falls through, the goo kind of hits your hands, and the glass shatters into your hands, and the goo falls towards the water, but it collides with the arrow, and the arrow is glowing, and then like sparks on a firework. Wait. Okay. Roll d20 for me.
Oh,
You're just gonna blow us
So
up.
this is a d20 roll. I'm scared.
All right.
The amount of times we've been blown up.
Well, that's
Right.
the end. Everybody died.
I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. You know modifiers or anything?
No.
5.
5. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's pretty cinematic, actually. So
I love that.
those little sparks, you see like blue lightning go off, and then an explosion of black smoke rips back. It's coming towards you. A fireball is coming towards you.
I withdraw into my shell.
As you withdraw instantly, everyone gets blown off as the Fossick erupts outward. Okay. You two, we'll say make a dex save for me. With disadvantage. You're like right there.
Right into black zone.
You make a dex save for me too, not with disadvantage. though.
Dexterity.
I also have to make a roll because I'm not impermeable. I just have to.
No, but I'm
you
going to give you
get?
a dex save with advantage.
So I
in this
got
case.
50.
Allies get
actually,
+3
I actually have
saves.
disadvantage on dex saves. So
Oh.
it's just a regular.
Oh, okay. I'll make
Am I an ally right now?
I'll make it
Sure.
because you're in a shell.
Okay.
Okay, so
got
I
that
still
last
get advantage, or
You're flat roll.
okay, flat.
Okay.
Are they within 10 feet of me?
No.
Okay.
Can I get like knocked around like a shell in Mario?
Exactly.
Oh my god.
16 plus
Oh.
3, 19.
So 19, what'd you get?
20.
20.
18.
I also got an 18.
18, okay.
Hey.
So you all don't take like the brunt of this damage. You only take half this damage. You'll take a little bit less actually because it'll be funny. It's not incredibly strong. It's just like a burst. Okay. Oh shit.
Wait, so how much damage? Or are you counting roll
I'm
damage?
counting it up.
It's counting.
I have 24 AC when I'm in my shell.
Dang. That's 18 damage reduced to half. Takes you 9.
Oh,
You take 6 damage.
shit.
But
And all of a sudden, as if it was in slow motion, for a moment, the fire hits you and you just sort of... You hit the wall, the stone cave.
Right.
You hit the wall and... you start to fly around the cave walls, just... There.
Concussion.
You fly out of the hole of this underground... You're in the room with the snakes now again.
Oh my god.
You're back with your golem, actually. Yeah.
catches me?
It's a pretty funny roll. So yeah, you're you're like smoking.
Oh my God.
You two fall into the water.
Oh.
Because you're at the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You both fall.
Consumption, I guess.
Watery abyss. For 1 moment. With your staff.
Yeah, I have my staff.
Just let it go.
And
I
also
got-
the two other things of poison.
Oh, yeah.
Because I had all of them.
Yeah, you did. That's right. Okay.
But I gave one to you.
Yeah.
Remember that.
No. Fuck you.
Oh, I got the staff in at least.
Yeah.
I was gonna throw the staff in, you idiots!
At least it's with you, yeah. As you both fall
It is
in,
third in.
the water feels thick and slowed. Your skin's partially burned. You can kind of make out her. You are both awake. but you see in the water fragments and flecks of black powder and dust. You also see little flecks of that blue sparkly powder. But like, it's like faint. Not a lot, not as much as you would have liked, but it's in the water. But also your bag of those mushrooms just starts spilling out into the water. As you and you realize the water is actually very heavy and you're trying to swim up. But as you're trying to swim up, you can't reach the surface as you're just going down. Look at your seat.
I have a swimming speed of 30 feet, if
30
that
feet.
matters.
Technically, in this case, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet, actually.
Let's move on. Actually, I'd like to mention I have the cloak of manta ray.
That's right. So you both are being pulled down with a strange force. You're trying to swim against it, so you know you're actually being dragged down.
Okay. We
But
can breathe underwater, at least.
Sochi, you turn.
I probably think to pull it up in the water. If I can't go up, I guess I'm just gonna put it up.
Yeah. The explosion's still above you. Sochi and Metsu, you see before you just dark blackness. But then a glint. From the light above, with the rippling water, you see a light beam hit dark scales. You realize you're drifting down and you're surrounded by them as if they wrap around you. And you see beneath you an eye, two golden eyes the size of large creatures. You see them stare at you. Their slits of black seem like caverns beneath. As you see this, Sochi, you feel immense power beneath you, a connection so strong. It's the wrong music.
Yeah, I was about to say.
No!
Oh, it's so nice. No.
Where did he go?
Spa is clicking through his.
It's like, wait, guys. Wait.
YouTube music, give me something.
Damn it. Oh,
Alexis, wrong song.
this one. You see these eyes glow, and the light illuminates both of you as if it's like touching you. The light itself. Mm-hmm. Those blue flecks fall down. You hear a voice in you call out, Yes. You see from your acquaintance here a fleshy mass around her clothes, that fungus that has a part of her items. It peels off, a festering, thick, tumor-like mass. A fester for the gods. As it comes towards you, Metzli, the mass comes across your neck and your body, and for a moment it holds you there, embraces you in its horrible, disgusting embrace. Thank you. Thank you. I can now feast on all it is. You realize now what you found in that dark jungle was not your consuming, calming, all-encompassing fungal god, but a tumor of green. An essence of something darker, hungrier, an essence of something vile. You and all of them are with me, and I will use all of them to bring all the rest with me. You now realize that your lord was never with you. That jungle, a new, tainted master, a growth from the heavens took his name. And it tears from you, blood peeling from your body as it peels off of you, this mass like amoeba. As it moves through the water, you lose.
I take back my high five.
It seems like you were tricked. As you
I
take
was.
15 necrotic damage.
No.
As,
no.
Are you still holding on to me, or are you?
No, I let go the second you were having an
roll a
oopsie.
religion check for me, please.
Religion?
Yes, please.
Your god is dead.
Sva, that great stuff. Eat it and consume it before it consumes you.
8.
That's your target now.
Okay.
Plus the faucet. Eat both.
So, with an 8, yeah. The nature of this beast, this amoeba-like mass, as it grows, your blood drawn into it, its flesh bubbles, its mass grows bigger, like a veined, warded tumor. It masses in the water, shifting into goo, and it comes to you faintly. The outside world is a mystery, but there are words that the Coil Chorus talks about, dangers and threats. The gods had enemies that they bonded with in the first war to fight off their enemies of the other gods which wished to take over. These unaligned beings, one of them was a true threat, a malignant threat. As
Yeah, I know. I was like
you
thinking.
sense the dread, the torture, the pain, the hunger, the corruption, the change, the evolution, the consumption, the festering wound before you. It is dread, and it is unhinged to change. No wonder it mimicked your master so well. It does consume, it does take, but it taints all, and it corrupts all. This is a scab of Zabrin. You would know that name as a warning the Coil Chorus has spoke of in the past. And it festers down towards in the water. So you realize the same thing in that moment as those gold eyes look up to you.
Oopsie daisy.
As all those people, the visions come to you. Those skulls, those bodies planted at the roots of the great fungus mapped, the great growth in the chamber beneath the sanctum building you have. All those people you buried for their own good was all to feed the knowledge this thing needed.
Oh, no.
Hey, I'd like
Yes.
to do something.
What you got, man?
I can't go. Can I go down?
Yeah?
Like, how fast can I move? Because I have like what 60 foot.
You're about half your
speed?
swimming speed. About half your swimming speed moving down.
Half.
Yeah.
To get to it.
I think your swimming speed is just equal to your movement speed with the manta ray.
Actually, it is one.
I think it's just your movement speed, or it's 30.
Gives you a speed.
Yeah, it gives me speed. 1 second. I think it's 60 feet.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a swimming speed of 60 feet.
You have 30 feet.
All right, so can I get to it?
This amoeba-like mass is moving, and you can catch up to it.
Because I want to take one of the poison vials that I do have and try to poison it.
Okay.
So
Oh shit.
I'm gonna say roll.
because I assume that like Swallow's gonna be fine with his own poison. Okay, I think he's gonna be okay. So
You're so.
What do
lucky
I
you had
roll?
those on
What
still.
things do I do?
1 second. I got you. Okay.
Somebody poisoned the water hole.
because if anything, if I wanted to do like flavor, I would like to have my staff. Like I would like to swim and like throw my staff kind of like in the water to give it extra momentum.
Yeah.
And have my little snake guy
Okay.
detress with like the poison essentially.
Honestly, this is probably what you need to do because this thing has about the same speed as you, but I'm gonna say you can catch up a little bit because it took some time to like feed off of her. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna make it. Yeah, what you got?
Can I say, it's okay if not,
What's up?
but if in the time that we were just sitting there realizing stuff, could I have touched her and cast protection against evil and good?
If you want.
Like, could I have?
Yeah, you can use some of the breath and energy you have to cast that. Yeah, you can.
Banger.
So in that moment, as she was being feasted upon, as you were getting ready,
As I realized my entire mission was a lie, I was like, young, strong person, help.
it was hitting you too, and she looked at you, and you saw her veins on her hand retreating from her body as it was drawing energy from her. And it's almost like in her last dying moments, she gave you all her
I'm
hope.
extremely betrayed right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see the horror in her eyes as she realizes she is helping this.
All right, gamers, we're gonna.
So,
Isn't it?
if this is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead, it'll have disadvantage on attack rolls against her, and she can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by it.
Okay.
Which is great.
That's
Possess is great.
So this is
I know,
this is
right?
a DC. I'm gonna say that lowers it.
Okay.
And you being in your god's truest sanctum,
I'm literally in my god's sanctum.
you will have some guidance on you, a D4 blessing.
Okay.
Perpetually a D4 blessing in this pool of water.
Okay.
This is not easy, but it's not impossible with the lowering.
How deep are they?
They're about 20 feet now.
No, not far.
Would I be able to just crawl to the edge and watch from above? I'm not going in, but
As you're like dragging your body across the
Yeah.
ground, you can see down into there. You see movement and vagueness as they're silhouetted in the golden glow of these eyes. So, I'm gonna set this DC as a.
Oh, fuck. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I want.
You sure? Okay. I won't say it.
Yeah, don't tell me.
Go
I just
for it.
want to do it. I don't want to feel nervous.
Roll that D20 and that D4.
we believe in you.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, that's a 6.
So it's a 6 total.
Yeah.
What's the DC?
Well, of course it's gonna be like 15 or something.
So, in this moment, my turtle friend,
Oh.
you're on top. Your golem has set you down. Do you look over the edge of the moon pool?
Yeah.
You see beneath you the glowing golden eyes of a behemoth silhouetted as if people are running in the eyes of this monster. You see a woman reaching down with something, attacking some sort of horrifying amoeba-like monster. You recognize that woman to be Sochi. She's moving to attack, it seems. If you want, you do have a bonus. Yes.
I was gonna say that, but I wasn't sure if I would see that because
so-
she's underwater.
Like, you can see them specifically the same way he can see them, because the golden glow silhouettes them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Something bad's happening.
Yeah.
Flash of genius.
Okay, before he says it, the DC for this is 10.
Okay. Oh my god.
Because all this shit is happening. It's not impossible. This is like an amoeba scab, you know.
And you lowered the DC.
That was a pretty clever.
Oh my god.
So, what is your modifier?
It's +5.
Oh my god.
Would you roll 6?
6.
It's 11.
11.
So, I was worried it was gonna be a +3. I was like, well.
I wouldn't have even thought about it.
I
It
hope
was
this
less.
thing can be affected by poison.
No,
So-
dude, my intelligence is
It's
so
the-
high.
yeah,
I have a
it's-
20 intelligence.
God killer poison.
It is this poison can kill gods.
So how do you do that? You know, what describe it. It's cool.
So I imagine in
Has
this
to have a
moment.
flash of genius.
Yeah, I imagine that like as this is happening, right, and then she sees you look betrayed, you touch her, whatever, and then she sees down, she starts to swim, and then like she's like trying to pull out the poison and realizes she can't get there in time. And she looks at the staff and she's like, okay, I know I need to get the staff over there. And so she kind of like turns it into a normal snake, and then she puts the poison in its mouth and sends it essentially on its like final mission of like,
My final.
okay, little guy,
Goodbye.
oh, you need to attack. And so essentially it's an attack roll.
The amoeba squirms against the waves. The snake begins to glow golden as it gets closer and closer to its father, and all of a sudden the light erupts in the amoeba-like structure.
And I feel like as she's pushing it, she realizes it's not gonna go, and then just like from your magic.
Just you get like a lightning strike.
Yeah.
The trajectory changes at the last second. As that
You're like,
snake.
wait. But for a moment, you remember that the waves of the water are being changed by these things swimming. And you
You
send
see
it
the
right
mathematics.
your head.
I see the mathematics for some reason.
Oh shit! I can see if I send it right here.
The snake slithers forward in the water. It dives deeper and deeper. The amoeba squirms forward, and all of a sudden the snake is moving like a missile, and its jaws bite into it as the glass cracks around its mouth, and all of a sudden that black ichor like ink in the water just sort of explodes outward. It was almost pressurized underwater, and you see that amoeba just begin to squirm.
Get fired.
And you begin to hear, just like in the water itself, no, beyond the water, in your minds, all the bad thoughts you've ever had, all that torment and corruption of yourself, all that pain and paranoia that builds up in you recently, all that stress that floods your systems. You hear it cry out, I feast on it! I must feast on it! The amoeba begins to disintegrate in the water. Finish them. It just sort of erupts like a cell having too much water and osmosis just sort of explodes in the water.
What a loser.
So that was stopped.
That's so good.
As all of a sudden this amoeba, this dark being was stopped, you at the edge of the water feel this weight in your mind loosen a bit. Some black ooze comes from your nose, not your blood, a toxin of some sorts. Some sort of toxin given to you at some point. Or maybe you willingly took it. You can't remember anymore, as something was taken from you. The eyes slowly shut, and then open up again, and the gold light illuminates, looking into the pool of water, looking at the moon hole above. That light burns up through the space, and you, under the water, hear, I come forth. The mouth opens slowly without the words speaking, and you guys are ejected out of the water. I'm so sorry. Ejected out of the water, and you two land on the rock edge.
Oh, my old boat!
Explodes outward. And everyone is just sort of like taken aback as the gold light fades as the ground shakes. There is this moment where you fear that it maybe didn't work. But then the image gets stuck in your head. That death of that creature. It did matter. But that snake, it did reach its target, the water. The mistress's mission did get complete. But what is the rest of this mission? What is causing the machines to go amok? What is going on? You still don't know. You just know one asset of this has hopefully been completely destroyed. The water drops from the ceiling. You catch your breaths. Ground shaking stops.
Did it work?
Lay on hands.
My God. Do I feel him?
You feel so much. As you take a moment to realize it and you feel it inside you, you hear it in fact. The tongue of the snake, the words you understand speak in your mind. Your connection to your God speaks to you here and now, and you hear its words clearly. Child, sultry.
Knows my name.
Daughter of my daughter of my daughter, my daughter's children, feast of my fruit,
Demigod?
liver of my island, seed of my hope. You are a child of them all. I call upon you, act as I am. Feast, fangs free, devour, coil, crush, bind, tear all that would bite and awe tails.
For first order of business, I kill him. I'm kidding.
I was gonna say, yeah, that checks out.
For a moment, that is all you hear. You three are just recuperating as you are in this like state for a moment.
I'm like doing the full.
Are we outside the temple, or are we just like...
No, you're still inside the temple.
Okay,
As this black ichor is draining out of my system, do I feel any different? What has changed?
The crazy juice, it's
You still
gone.
feel sickly, but for a moment you feel like the hunger, the desire, the unstoppable craving to achieve the goal no matter what. That scream is gone. The weight on your heart is there. The devouring of your fear and pain is gone. Your emotions are no longer muted.
Oh, I have emotions again.
You feel every single cry.
I still have something for that.
Every single whimper. You hear them all begging to not be poisoned by you. You remember all those you killed,
Oh, F.
and how you feel them.
Oh. Ouch.
It hits
Remorse.
you. Just like you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look at us, twinsies.
both of you be
yeah.
making people disappear, huh?
I know. Yeah. Metzley is like sitting on the floor, wet.
You hear his voice in your head mentally, but not that voice.
What happened?
Looking towards the water, you hear his voice. It's okay, my dear. Do what you must. The island must be saved. A memory. Your husband's memory. Those words meant nothing to you, but now they mean everything to you. Those words sting your heart greater than any poison ever. His last words were for you to do as you wished. You had done so much to him at that point. You look at the skull.
I like rip open the back of my shield and I pull out all the mushrooms and stuff that are growing in there, and I pull out a bone.
How long had he tricked you? How long had he tainted your mind? How long did he make you kill all those people? What did you want to? What did you do to those people?
You what? Oh.
I feel like so
Your vision comes to an end.
Okay. She stands up. She doesn't have her staff anymore. Luckily, she has other weapons.
Yeah.
All right. Our Lord is here again.
It was a lie.
Is everything okay?
These two seem
What
to have
happened in the water?
These two have been tricked by a poison, not of our Lord's creation, but something much worse. But it was no match for our Lord's poison, and neither will the machine. We must go. We must continue this fight. Stand up! We're not over yet. We will destroy those outsiders, and we will reclaim this land. Everything else that we have to do afterward doesn't matter. We need to get in there, complete the mission. We must help Sva outplay. Now!
I stand up.
Sir, yes, sir.
Find my scimitar and
Wait,
shield.
hold on. Do I have that? I don't have inspiring speech. Hold on.
That'd be funny.
Hold on. I think it's like a specific thing I had to have taken.
But I'll tell you what. It was really cool, so everyone gets a point of inspiration.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm inspired.
I know, right?
I'm inspired. Yeah, it's something. It's a specific
inspired.
maneuver I had to take. I didn't take it because usually I'm not good at improv speeches. But wow, for once I got one.
Did anybody else take a lot of damage?
I mean, I took
little bit.
damage.
I'm at
Take
60 out of 75.
I'm
I
at
took-
48.
I'm at 74 out of 83.
You want to spend some time laying on hands?
Lay your hands down.
Okay, everyone, let's go!
Let's go,
But we're gonna die.
Okay,
You never know.
because I can do healing kits and some lay on hands. I'm gonna healing kit myself. Okay.
You guys can prepare for
Yeah.
war if you want.
Yeah.
We're preparing for war.
So is my
Parentheses first.
wisdom back?
So his emotions are back, right?
Your wisdom is back. It's a 10 at least.
To 10.
We'll say 10. Yeah.
I have emotions, and
I
it
do
sucks.
want to not have emotions. These
Down,
aren't
he falls
bad
onto
much.
his
I grew
knees.
these with my own hands, alright?
Cry
Where'd
for
you
the
grow them
camera.
from?
Cry for the camera.
We don't talk about my dead Huntsman mushrooms.
You're what?
Yo, what?
Don't worry about it.
I ate one.
You gave me one. You told me. It was in my pizza.
I ate one. Wait, I ate one.
seems like
You were fed a dead husband after you saw your father die.
Oh,
it seems like in the cosmos there is one god that all the gods hate more than any. Zabrin, the malignant god, a necessary evil during the war that came to the island in secret. Came to take advantage of the chaos.
Man, fuck you.
To devour and consume and corrupt one of the remaining ancients of the war. And got to corrupt many people in the city, 2 of the most influential. But at the last second was stopped. Just barely.
Get fucked!
Just barely. Man, that DC, I was thinking that DC would probably be like an 18, you know?
Yeah.
But he did that spell, I was just like, oh, that's a pretty good spell. We'll drop it to 10. It's a pretty average roll, sure. You know, I was like, you're gonna pass this. You're gonna pass this.
I know.
I'm like,
Is anybody missing more than 12?
but then I wanted you to contribute something. Daniel was like, yes. Flash of genius.
I was waiting to see
missing
if you
15.
said like the poison wouldn't do anything to it because it's corruption itself or something.
It is corruption itself, but the malignant god.
He's still a god, bro.
It is flesh, you know, and the weakness of that is you can fight fire with fire sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say, if you're like, the poison looks like it's about to do nothing, I was gonna go, no, you aren't.
I'm not gonna lie, this creature is literally immune to poison. But this is Spa's poison, which I don't classify as poison
13
damage.
hit points.
I classify it as soul damage. Spa's poison literally breaks down your maximum hit points.
How many points are you missing?
Soul use.
12.
Oh.
Okay, I think
Yeah,
this is another kit. I'll
Spa.
see then.
Soul.
Just for reference, do you want to analyze the poison while they're...
Yes.
Go ahead and roll investigation on your proficiency.
I still have 1 left
16.
over.
That's true.
16?
How many are you missing?
9.
Okay, I'll just lay on hands to that.
Woo!
So if we're preparing, we could come up with a plan
It's true.
of attack.
You also probably have some machinery that could help.
Indeed.
Right.
Turrets around the city, perhaps.
Maybe you do, actually.
I don't know what kind of
18.
final battle we're heading into, but
I would say, how clever do you think your character would be, and what defenses would have existed throughout the city?
I think Ayoto, knowing being from the islands that get a
Yeah.
lot of information and
Yes,
knowing
absolutely.
about this war that's going on, because I've known about the war.
Yeah.
I think my preparations have been in secret in case there's a mole.
Yeah.
And there's probably like a lot of like secret turrets and small drones around, homunculi or constructs of some sort.
Yeah.
That like I just push a button and they just it just all come out ready to fight.
Where do you think that button would be? Do you think it'd be in your golem, or do you think it'd be in a location?
Up to you, because it could be on my golem, but that'd be way too easy. So
You know of this button, and some shit is hitting the fan. If you take the group to your workshop, which is in the Diamond House, if you guys are heading towards the Mistress, to probably get information on what's going on, you know. Also, the Admiral is there, so like there might be information gathered there. You could go to your workshop, press that button, activate the defense systems that are a bit risky. That's probably why you didn't have activated them.
because they just shoot at anything.
Exactly. like it's a bit risky, but
They sound an alarm as well.
Exactly.
Tell citizens to hide.
exactly. Everyone thought you were so naive, Angeto, but really, you think
I've got
4 steps ahead usually.
I've got their thoughts in mind. Their
Exactly.
health in mind.
You each have massive weights upon your shoulders, placed by you and society. And those weights were crushing, incredibly crushing, toxic even. You begin to realize that, yes, some of it was natural, but after the death of that creature, not so much weight feels on you anymore. You almost feel lighter. Like it had a control over the paranoia, a control over the stress, a corruption of society. In this moment, after killing that creature, you feel a little lighter. Sure, the burden's still on your shoulders. You still feel like you 4 have the weight of the world on you.
And the 2 of us have the weight. We have the weight of our sins as well.
Yes, that's true. But
Sins are
now
crawling on your back.
it doesn't feel so poisonous in your heart.
I love that Sochi literally went, get the fuck up! Shut up!
I'm slapping mushroom paste on everybody.
I think Ayatol's the only one who's like
killing
missing
people.
trauma. Because
True.
dead dad, right in front of your eyes, killed your own husband, murdered countless people.
We love Mitsuru Kirito.
I had to have like we had to have our spectrum. We have the straight man, the instantly traumatized in the moment, perpetuated your own trauma, and was realizing you had trauma. We have a spectrum here.
My trauma yet to come.
It's true. It's
brother.
true.
I think
Something
you're
could happen.
probably told about it. It's like, oh yeah, some people in the city have just been going missing. It seems like that's probably both of us.
Yeah.
It's going, yo.
I thought that's what he was
I caused a lot of
foreshadowing.
people to go missing.
Same here.
I know, it was funny how you both just came to the same conclusion. I was like, oh, a lot of people are going missing. Okay, so
You're welcome.
everyone's healed. You probably have enough pool to work on it. I'll say the medicine checks, yeah, you did them already. So yeah, you guys have these are hit points that you got from her. So you got an 18.
18.
Yes, this poison is incredibly good. These vials each could coat 25 pieces of ammunition.
Whoa.
Or like, a blade 25 times, The vials reduct maximum hit points. That's what mechanically is. That's what the poison does. If you fail a con save, it doesn't do poison damage, it reduces your maximum hit points.
Whoa.
So it's a very dangerous poison. So if you are to ever hit some of this poison, I will make a con save. They probably fail. And then their HP will be lowered, and it'll be easier to insta-kill them. The way to kill a god is to drain every bit of life out of them.
Out of curiosity, with what I know, since I'm no longer being tainted by a different kind of poison, is it possible to enhance this further? Or is this peak poison, and anything I do would harm it?
I mean, described by the hands of the gods, no.
Is peak poison.
But
Poison.
maybe. Because if the theory is proven that Fawcett is from a god, and it changes and empowers, it's a theory. But it still might do
Mix
something.
Fossick with the poison.
One thing mixed with another, both divine. Who knows what will come up of it? The theory still stands. That doesn't seem like it was about corruption necessarily. It seemed like it was a carrot dangled on a string to get you to come here.
I think I started drawing out some schematics
Oh, shit.
for the machine, the steel construct, with all this new information.
What should we do now?
I don't know.
I know not
Well.
what lies ahead. Don't know how many we're going to fight or who to kill or attack first to survive. But I know we have an advantage here. Something that we can potentially put into our machines. Any ideas?
Did you figure out anything related to poisoning them?
Con thinks. No, I think.
You said a pronoun.
Sigh, things are getting clear. I was clouded for so long. As far as the poison cannot be perfected any further, nothing I can do can add to it. But this Fossick, what they use is a divine material. It enhances whatever poison I put in contact with it. We might be able to use their own weapons against them. It's a theory, but as far as poison plus their Fossick might make it even more potent.
Might even eat away at machines. Like flesh.
It might even eat away at their metal and the machines like their flesh.
These words into his
Thank you.
Wait, if I shoot a Fossick-filled creature with this, even better.
Should we take this to? We know where the High Mistress is,
Yes. I know exactly where she
and
is.
the Admiral is there too. Maybe we could get some water.
Would I make this? Because I hope so.
Yeah, what's up?
But I want to be like, would Sochi think of this conclusion? That maybe the headmistress was corrupted by the malignant god?
She might have been influenced into his stressful actions, but you're not entirely sure yet. Roll insight right now, and if you get eyes on her, we'll have to do an ill insight roll. Just based on your memory.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Plus 4.
Spider walk.
Oh, again. He was still completely in frame.
Yeah, you can still see him entirely.
There's a lot we need to do.
I need to turn on the defense system. I have a defense system in place. I've been developing this for years in secrecy. A defense system underground in my laboratory. One button press is all it takes. And it shall keep our citizens safe.
I guess we should do that. Yes.
At the same time, I worry for us. Our own defenses. Cleric or paladin, your god was a fake. Are you equally as powerful now, or?
You did have practices with Shotel before Zabrin got into your mind.
Yeah.
You don't feel like the power's gone. You just feel like Zabrin wielded your power in a horrible way.
So, Hashek is still here.
Yeah, not sure. Hashek is still here. Hashek was always a neutral being that you could draw power from. It wasn't as dark and powerful and horrible and corrupting, but it was still power. You still feel it there, as if Hashek was muted from you, and now you can kind of feel the calm call in the wind.
No, I'm fine.
Alright. I say, let's go to where the High Mistress is.
Use run to your lab. Get that button.
Meet us there.
I will try. I hope I don't die.
If you see me fall sick, grab it.
If anything, if it looks like it's going to shit, you press that button.
I'm pressing that button regardless. It's going to shit right now.
I know. But if there's any other way, I want us all to understand that if we must sacrifice ourselves for the greater good of this place.
It's about now when you say that, you hear in the water behind you comes floating your staff. It came back.
Mom, don't leave
A
me
gift, a weapon returned towards you, and you hear a hiss
Dismember the.
high above, a chorus of hisses, in fact, as the snakes in the chamber above this watery hole all hiss in unison, speak in the tongue of the snake.
Oh, can we leave?
Take with you.
I get my
Fight as you have never before. The chosen one. If it comes to it, allow your flesh to be consumed. They will all be devoured.
Oh.
My blood will shine your scales, and my flesh will sate your hunger. All right. We know what we all must do?
Yes.
Second, I'm gonna take one of my shrooms.
I need a crack 1 second.
I need one of mine. No, that's a different.
Oh, I killed my husband.
Oh,
You feel the community and the communing once again, the calmness of Shotel. That Hashek, gosh, of Hashek. The Hashek that you always knew was a neutral, calming being, a chorus of voices, a fungal network beneath the islands that wrapped around Sva, the thing that persisted the fertility of the islands. And you hear the voices of those who died, or you feel them. They wait for you to make it right. It seems like the chorus of the dead as Hashek devours the corpses and turns them to the ground. You you feel their hands on your shoulders, pushing you forward in this moment. That is the hot check you remember.
She looks like kind of shaky, a little more frail than she looked before, if that's possible. She's like, Hoshak really is here now. I'm ready.
All right.
I may need you to carry me again.
Okay, the party splits up, running through the streets, running through the halls of the Diamond House. You have to dodge and move past burning buildings. Here or there you have to sidestep or hit or slash a metallic enemy, a bot. These automaton-like gestures seem to be gone now. Now it seems to be just primal machines that fight in the city. These machines are going wild and crazy or aggressive, but they seem to be following a conscious command. But you don't see the collective soldiers with them. There's this strange disconnect in this moment where the people of the collective aren't amongst the robots, where you don't know why still, but they don't seem to be fighting together. As you rush through these pathways, you move through different sections, you jump over rubble. Hayotu, your golem, runs and slides into your chasm-like sanctum of workshop machinery, your artificery space. There you are once more. You see that a machine got into here at one point, but some rubble had collapsed down, or maybe an earthquake or something. There was damage dealt in here.
The button.
You look over to the wall. Some tablets of stone on the wall, some decorative design, as many of the decorations in this building are well made. One tablet loose, you pull it off. There, you see a turn dial.
It's not like a thing of plexiglass.
Yeah, what does it look like actually? Yeah.
So I take off the stone tablet.
Yeah.
And inside there's just a deep hole, right?
Yeah.
And I stick my hand in, turn it, and pull out this mechanism that's holding like a container. And I go in. It's like super elaborate. Go in and I grab whatever's in the container, and inside the container is another container that when you open it up is a key.
Yeah.
I grab the key and I go across the room. And it opens up another little door, and inside is a shelf, and there's a button.
Is it right?
This better work. And you see as all these like little mechanical whirring sounds happen, and all these like small, I don't know what to really call them, but like these small little metal pieces go into the button in a circle.
Yep.
And then you just hear a siren.
Like tornadoes.
Tornado siren.
Oh
It
no.
took 10 fucking years for the sirens to go
Yeah,
off.
so like, where's the warning sign?
All citizens stay indoors. All citizens stay indoors.
Everyone's like, we're already dead. Already in there.
I am your god.
As that call goes,
Pray to foul now.
Stay in your rooms and pray.
you hear the alarms go off, and you feel certain those who were caught off guard or wary feel security now knowing this, and feel safety now knowing this, and will heed these words. And a bolstering maybe continues throughout the city as a call so loud mutes the ruin, mutes the screams. It's almost like the city itself shouts, and the soldiers of the city hear it in a way that almost like boosts their pride, maybe. You also see, sort of like rolling from the rubble of the wall and some of the collapsed spaces, a glowing blue vial. Some of that juice.
Oh, it's that guy's vial that we never grabbed. Heron's vial. Somehow it rolled all the way down here.
I could have seen a ting, 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 ting.
It's a really comedic shot of it, like rolling all the way here.
Like that one commercial of like
The ravioli.
soup,
The ravioli. Oh my gosh.
Well, that's convenient. I take it, and I'm gonna do something silly with it.
Okay. Coming from you, as you three are running across this sky bridge.
I'm chilling
Oh.
on her back.
Yeah.
Running across the sky bridge as you just
I had this old lady on my back.
I'm still juiced.
Yeah. You move fast. There you see dust kicked up on the city beneath. You see fires. You see battle continuing. This fight isn't over. You see at the city walls, all of a sudden, from these column-like, castle-like structures that line the beautiful painted walls, something on each of them sort of lifts up for a second.
Yeah.
Dust and stone kicks up as these almost like massive stone magic ballistas of some sort come out. And you realize Ioto did make it.
Yay! We hear the sirens go off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shoot at anyone, so...
Oopsie.
Hopefully everyone got inside.
That's why it said stay indoors.
The design on them looks like a dragon's head.
Oh,
so they're shooting
yeah.
like out of the dragon's head.
That's pretty sick.
Anything that moves.
Firing into the water too, as you see on the walls, there are these like metal, like spider-like creatures that are blown off in some cases. And you see golems around the city begin to rise, these statues that had strategically been placed months in advance around the city. Decorative displays that now are actually
All
revealed to
these
be
statues come
living
to life.
golems. Yeah.
That's fucking sick, man.
As
Impressive.
at work for some time, his youth, his naivete, as they saw, his optimism, perhaps being the only thing keeping him fully from Zabrin's corruption and pain. You three make it into the Diamond House. The crossing the corners happens and driving through rubble and all this stuff, and you see through a window as you're running down the side hallway, a piece of the mountainside with the jungle side just sort of snaps off as you see like a green scaled back sort of roll across the mountain.
It's happening!
I was right, it
The
is a
ground
god.
just sort of shakes a little bit. You see somewhere in the distance on the bluish water horizon some smoke begin to pour out of a mountaintop as an eruption occurs in the distance. You sense the ground shaking, the call, the world shaker, the first wave, the tides in the bay begin to lap up and shift as the water shakes, and you turn deeper into the Diamond House. It is there in the dark hallways, the back spaces led by Sochi, that you find yourselves in the obsidian corridors. These spaces are dark, secluded, and not beautiful. Threatening they are.
Mundane.
Huh?
Are they mundane?
Very mundane. But they have this sort of like coldness that's almost like eerie.
Mm-hmm.
You find yourself moving through these spaces. You find some bodies at one point, some other amethyst guards, and you get worried. You move a little faster maybe. As you move further down this path, Sochi, you eventually lead them to a long hallway with a set of doors at the end. You see some other guards, amethyst warriors, and some other warriors from the streets that came to fight, and a metal cat-like monster crumbled to the ground, bashed to death. There is someone breathing. Against one of the doors, against the massive metal doors, some blood coming out. You see an amethyst guard just sort of holding his stomach tight, looking at you all three. Oh my God, Vienna.
I get down. I sit and I go over.
Your father, he fought very bravely. He's with his father now.
I know.
May he take his flesh into the afterlife. The collective soldiers, they fought with us.
What?
They did not know why. Beasts fought against them. We tried to save as many as we could. The High Mistress and Admiral and other court members of the gemstone houses are in the door beyond this locked door.
I'm grinding some mushroom paste right now.
Or does he look beyond saving?
No.
What's the one?
He could be
Okay, because for a second there I was like,
He's rolling death saves. I basically succeeded his death saves.
Okay.
You know?
It's like, Spa will take you too.
I try to get some poison on the pain.
No, actually, he heals 14 hit points.
I probably feel so great right now.
Leave that on until it dries up.
We must get inside. You must receive further orders from the High Mistress. The ground's shaking can only mean one thing.
He is arisen.
May his fangs strike down on their iron flesh. Your father will be so proud. I knew your mother in her time. I knew her. She is honored and avenged by your actions.
Memory comes back to you. That little girl given that staff in that doorway. Stained in blood. Those some 11 years ago, when first the Isles finally sent out a group of people to reach out to the outside world using the meteor traders, the Jade Circle tried to become diplomats in the court of the Hurricane Empire to the north. It just so happened to be on the worst day of the year. On the first initiative. The rising of the Metallurgy Collective, the uprising, the fiery fanatic cult rose from the shadowy darkness of the city streets, rose up from the blacksmiths, the courtesans, the shopkeepers, the poor, even some of the aristocracy, neighbors on neighbors, violence on violence. A fanaticism unquenched, a fire which burned in the hearts of all of them. The diplomats did not know what had hit them. And by the time the 40 or so realized it, only 3 of them had made it from the group. One who failed was the High Mistress in training, your mother. And so her staff carries with you that taint, that taste of iron, of not just blood, but welded, pressed iron in the fire of hatred.
She will be proud. We must open this door. Where's the High Engineer?
He's on his way.
He will have to open it for us. Anyone else with the combination is inside.
Oh.
As you look at the door, this is indeed a handled door, but its case lock is a snake's mouth holding a rotary system. It's a combination only people inside would know. And only crackable probably by those who really understand mechanisms, as this door was made by the High Engineer.
Are any of these people still alive, or are they all?
They're all gone.
Okay.
They are all long gone.
Nothing I can do.
Eventually, though, coming down the hall,
Sprinkling some spores around.
you see turning this golem. The beats sticking to first, but then coming around the corner, you see Iotul on top of his golem. Coming over to aid you.
Yeah. Wow. That's a lot of dead people.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is, isn't it? Open the door.
No, you didn't just. I thought you knew the combination.
Yes, and when it breaks, it works.
That's the combination.
Go ahead and roll a hit for your golem, actually. That's your force damage.
Let's see.
The combination is.
The combination's punch.
Technically,
Punch from his golem. You know it has like RFID, so if you punch it just right, it scans.
It's the fist print of my golem.
It's a +8.
I also did RFID.
So she just starts slurping a slushy.
That's a reroll.
One of those days.
Is that a reroll too? That's a reroll.
Everyone has tea while you wait for the door to open.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that was false poison. Wrong vial.
So,
25 to hit.
as it's force damage, it kind of rings out like a bell, and you kind of like weaken the door. You could probably just crack it open using your tinker's tools, or you can keep punching it.
Did you not?
One will probably give a heart attack to the people inside, actually, though.
Did you not make the door so you should just open it?
Yeah, I just wanted to use my thing. I'll do it.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
I hopped in and just go.
I might be in shock, but I thought that was
I
nice.
just go. So there's like a little. There's a weird thing with it. You know, if you move this gear this way, and then just click this.
The snake's jaw opens. The
But you know, if I punched it a little harder, then maybe. But
Door.
that's okay.
One of them's a little looser because of the punch.
You made it all off.
Oh yeah.
Well, there we go. You see inside a hallway into a room lit by candlelight. It's about a 30-foot hallway, so it's like a choke point if someone did get through the door. And you see people with just like spears at the ready, you know. You see them holding up their blades, looking towards the doorway. And then, wait! You hear the High Mistress's voice.
It is Sochi and her allies of the Iron Shell.
As the guards pull back their weapons.
Yeah.
You see the High Mistress, the Admiral, some other high courtesans of the the entire group. You then clearly see the Jade Lord as well.
Mm-hmm.
You see about 5 guards, huh?
You said the Admiral's in here?
Yes. You see some Metallurgy Collective guards. But yeah.
Are they chilling or are they under guard?
No, everyone was stressed the fuck out because someone was coming into the room.
Well, the Metallurgy Collective people, are they just out and about or are they under spear point?
It seems like they're not anymore, as they might have been taking us prisoner now, but they're not really prisoners at this point.
What has happened?
Let us discuss immediately.
As the High Mistress speaks,
Come forward. Get away from the doors.
as you come into the space, you see it's like a lounge-esque space, but it's not luxury. It's necessities, you know?
Yeah.
There's water, there's some other, there's an emergency escape exit and everything. There's all that jazz, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You see some guards pass and let you through, and you come to the space.
The ground shook, and I assume you touched with the water.
I did.
I did feel it. I was worried I was mistaken. Our Lord rises to fight against these machines. But the Admiral...
The machines.
They're here.
They're over our heads right now.
The engine.
They're gone.
I am coming.
Okay, we're safe now. It seems we got lucky. Okay, we're lucky
Now
now.
we're gone.
Please tell me what happened. What did you do?
Okay, out of character. Do I just tell them, or do I just sit here? You know what? If you guys want to add anything, you can, but don't worry, I got you.
We're letting you speak. We don't have it.
Yeah. We went to the inner sanctum, and I threw my staff in, and it released Sva upon everything.
I see.
And he was grateful enough to bring it back to me. He rises. I saw him.
Good.
We're gonna relieve all what happened now. We're gonna leave.
Right now, Zabrin's a non-issue now, so we should not mention that.
We'll explain Zabrin later when everything's
later,
okay.
when everything's-
There's no need to mention
What we
it
are
right now.
As
Yeah.
if a great weight was lifted off me. But now we've fought the good fight. Let me say this. I was wary of what would come. And we must still be wary as Sva may go on a rampage. But I have been sending to the contacts on Rakazolia and the Holy Isles to try to commune with the moon. I must let you know, though, it has been some years since the Angel of Moor has been talkative to the temples of the islands. Since the machine gods, and she looks to the side of the Admiral's arrival, there has been fewer and fewer whispers of the moon speaking to the people. But my hope is that we may still have our isles in one piece. She turns towards the Admiral. Tell them what you told me. The Admiral turns towards you, somber and a little unsteady. Well, it was a surprise to know that our automatons would attack so brutally and efficiently and immediately. Because, well, we did not. No doubt you saw the bodies of the companions and other soldiers. We are the collective members on your way here. To say simply, they were caught unaware. I do not know the full extent of what is happening now. And I am afraid to see what could come of this. I am sorry. He kind of like lowers his head deeply. Raises it. The automatons are wild and loose. My soldiers cannot control them. They will attack anyone with flesh or anyone that breathes, not even innocent or safe. That's what he says. Turns to the High Mistress. That he says.
Why would your engineers ever even create such a thing? Without a fail-safe?
No. There is one, but I cannot get to it. I will rely on your warriors to clear the way, sadly, as it seems I am unable to do anything now.
Alright, well, where is this fail-safe? You speak.
I would have to get to the beach, get to my vessel. On there, the automatons are connected to a greater force. That greater force will still probably have control over them and can dominate them, shut them off. That is all the chance I have. Again, I am deeply sorry. He once again lowers his head.
For the first time in probably several years, I'm gonna roll insight.
It's a fair point.
I want to roll insight too.
I don't have great insight,
Yeah.
but
He'll try to make you believe him.
Actually, 12.
12.
9.
9. He is deeply saddened by the situation. He's uncomfortable. He is not happy. That is clear as day. He has a plan, and he has hope. You can see that.
Alright.
The High Mistress looks to you, so she... May I speak with you for a moment? Alone.
Yes.
She's...
Before that, she turns to the Admiral. If you are truly sorry, then you will risk your own skin to help us.
I would do it no other way. I am still a warrior, if not one of yours. A warrior indeed.
She steps back, like, and then turns around and goes to the mistress.
Okay. You go to her. She walks with you to the side. So did you feel a great weight, like a blanket lifted off of you when our Lord rose? Or
Yes.
Maybe moments before that.
Yes.
It did seem like a miasma of darkness was lifted, and for a moment we could see the golden eyes of our Lord once more. I do not trust this feeling. There are players in the shadows. What do you know, dear?
Alright.
Do you know any more?
I trust this lady. Right? I'm
She is close to another motherly figure to you.
she's the closest thing I have to a mom. Which is like Okay.
Which isn't probably the best relationship. Yeah.
Yeah. I will tell you that a fragment of Zabrin appeared in the well. I was able to extinguish it using the power of Sfar's poison.
This is horrible. Worse than I thought. A dark force is one thing, but the dark force of malignant nature is another. The corruption of something so primal as Sfar would have meant end for many more. No doubt, a wide net of influence was placed upon the rest of the city.
It's okay.
We must move now. You all, she speaks up. You will go with the Admiral. We will all go with the Admiral. We will go, and we shall see to it that this act is done. We shall bring war on them, and we shall make it fiery. We shall devour all their iron flesh, and our fangs shall pierce their hearts. Are my words clear?
Crystal.
Yes, High Mistress.
Other soldiers follow suit.
Metzley had just done like her old lady sit down and then was like, oh.
Yeah. The High Mistress, she's feeble, but she's not afraid. Death does not scare her. Mm-mm. She will die today or she'll die tomorrow. Death was always intended. So you depart. Moving fast.
Sit on my thing.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Ayotol, did you find any Fossick?
I got extremely lucky. Do you recognize this?
That was
From our old friend, Herod. Yes. Just enough. Just enough.
let me see.
Oh, Yve, you're not gonna take it, are you?
Not all of it.
Okay.
At least not yet.
As you're running, the High Mistress will look to one of her, one of the courtesans, court members of the Gemstone houses. You, Lucio, help him. He will drag his hand across your golem as you're all getting ready to leave. Your golem will grow in size as it becomes a huge creature.
Oh, shit.
A large creature.
Whoa!
As it large is able to carry much more now. As
Nice.
it is massive. This will aid us in getting there sooner. As the group begins to move rapidly, you pass through ruin, you pass through destruction, you see tragedy all around you. Entering the city's streets, you move towards the ports, though it is not safe. As you're running, as this golem's moving, clearing out rubble, clearing out mechanisms and automatons, sweeping its arms off a roof, crushing a small robot. You're moving fast, but not fast enough as a massive beast comes out of an alleyway. It's going to attack you all. What do? Roll initiative.
On the way there,
Yes.
I was while we were writing that, I was mixing a very small amount just as a test, like half a dose of Saul's poison and a faucet.
So,
16.
reducing half of this single vial of poison, you see it bubble with this faucet, and it bubbles and bubbles and bubbles and bubbles, and then it turns white. White like milk. Oh,
Oh,
but
in your
it's
cat.
changed. It's changed. Maybe for the better. You don't have time to really find
We'll
out.
find out. Dip an arrow in it. Let's go.
So, everyone roll initiative?
Yeah.
Okay,
Ah, hee hee hoo.
go for it, roll. Oh shit.
Oh hell yeah, that's great. We love that.
Oh boy. Okay. Very well. So, 25 to 20. Okay, 20-15.
19.
19 for our cat.
16.
16 for our turtle. 15 to 10.
Think we rolled the same thing.
Okay. What'd you two get?
13.
8.
8.
13.
4.
4.
With
Okay.
a natural 1. That one.
You're all bones.
I know.
As you're running through the
I'm like,
space, the cat lunges out. It strikes on 3 of these guards. Its chain whips, just shredding them open. Kills them.
Oh.
These these people are weaker than you. Just that's enough damage. As it sort of strikes through some of these guards. A Metallurgic Collective member, 2 of these Amethyst guards strike through their bodies, saving you though. Go ahead. Oh, my friend. Con, what do you do?
I pull out my bow, my arrow, using my bonus action to quickly dip it in this new concoction, this unknown concoction. The blend between Sva and this bizarre Fossick. I'm taking aim and I'm firing.
Roll the hit.
I hope this does something. Just get out of the way.
That is going to be a 21.
21 does hit. As you unleash this arrow, it bounces right off this creature. But its residue does not. As you see this white ichor stick to it, and you see it begin to bubble across it, and it begins to almost melt the iron of its body as it begins to deteriorate it and eat away at its armor. My total friend Hyalto, what do you do? As this ichor is making this creature freak out.
Yes. I think the Steel Defender gets
Sochi,
a turn as well.
21 not hit.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's my turn and then the Steel Defender.
Yep.
And whose turn is after him?
No, 21 did hit, Stuart.
Oh, I thought
the
you said
arrow
that.
is just
Okay.
incredibly weak, but the poison's not.
It still hit.
I'm saying just to get some damage.
It's immune to piercing damage.
Cold.
Yeah. Okay, sure, roll. It doesn't actually matter.
5.
I love it. Cool.
So, quick question. Ray of Frost,
I
that's
believe-
not an attack, is it?
Not an attack,
Okay,
yeah.
because it's under my
No,
actions
sorry.
attack for action.
You said Ray of Frost is an attack, yes.
It is?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's a spell
So I
attack,
could have
yeah.
used 2, because I had 2 attacks.
No, it's a casting spell. So an attack, your attack action, your 2 attacks are melee attacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Then I'll just use Ray of Frost
Okay.
once. As you see, again, that cannon comes out of my shell.
I still have 2 attacks that day.
Oh, you can use your attacks?
Yeah, Trevor just moved on.
The important thing
Yeah.
was that you hit.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Don't worry. This is a scene of cinema.
That's 21.
21. The ice stings across it. Do not worry. This is not a fight worth fighting.
Okay.
You know?
2d8. Ooh, 2 6s. That'll be 12 plus nothing. Just
Fair.
12. 12 frost damage.
It begins to blister with that poison as it begins to freak out and screech, and the ice stops its claws from scratching at its arm as it's being partially pinned down. Okay.
As I pass it on top of the Steel Defender is going to use Force Empowered Rend and attack. Ooh, I don't think that's gonna hit. That's 15. No, 14.
14. Doesn't hit. The Steel Defender jumps in front of its back leg as it slashes against an enemy. The Steel Defender's hit successfully blocks one of these guards from getting eviscerated by these claws. Sochi, you're up next.
Okay, so
You don't have to attack. You could just do something that's like cool in this moment if you wanted to.
yeah, because we're just still moving, aren't we?
Yeah, you're moving and running as this creature's like
Okay.
behind you trying to chase you guys, but it's slowly falling apart, it seems.
Actually, I will do. I will look over at you, and I see you did the poison thing, and it did something.
Yeah, you did see that the poison that I had. You see, it was not the black false poison, but it is pure white.
Yeah. She's gonna be like, 1 second. She brings out this like blow dart kind of thing, and she just is like, can I do that?
Roll it.
We're gonna try to get into that little tiny crevice. 1 second, let me get.
Find where all its juice is stored. Just hit that.
I know.
Damn.
Okay, 16 plus 6.
That will hit.
Yeah.
As once again, this piercing damage seems to be deflected, but no, though you are, yeah, that still hit it if you're targeting this like area. Yeah, that AC is not too high. As it flies in there, it might do a little bit of piercing damage, but what really matters is that poison as it fires in. As this arm's like twisting in on itself. What do you do to make up for all that stuff you already did? No, I'm just kidding. Oh my god, no,
Well, I also do
what do you-
three poison damage on top of that. I don't think it matters. But, like, I do piercing and poison damage normally.
No, I
with my
got you, I
bow.
got you. Don't worry. There's some organisms, not just automatons, to come ahead.
So I don't have any long range attacks. For the sense of my own curiosity,
Yes.
I'm gonna do Divine Sense really quick, just to see if these things have any presence of celestial fiend or undead on them.
Oh, no, they do not.
Not.
They do not.
Good to know.
As you're just detecting outward and sensing them.
Okay. That's my action.
Just reconnaissance this turn.
The old woman is vibe checking these machines.
As you sense out, you feel the horrendous horror around you as your senses are doubled and tripled and quadrupled. But this creature in front of you, its soul or whatever it is so alien to that detection. But the horribleness of it being destroyed feels almost celestially divine as that arm bends backwards, as that body twists and contorts, as one final motion shifts it and its head it falls to the ground and that blistering white goo just consumes it, almost like a slime acid slime just slowly eating away at its metal. It's something else now. It's not just poison. It's not just like an acid. It's new. But you continue running, moving fast, moving forward, moving further to the beach. You arrive there to a scene of craters as you find ruined metal constructs shattered to pieces as those guns, those crossbow like dragon bolts on the top. You see one of them is like destroyed and like magic smoke is pouring out of it. You see another one's getting overwhelmed by machinery. You see this boat pull up to the side. Quickly, get the ship, get that boat ready. As the admiral points to this vessel, you do see some automatons on it and some corpses of some Metallurgy Collective sailors. As you see the automatons turn towards you. There's about 3 of them, but nothing you couldn't deal with. Do you rush to the boat?
Yeah.
Yep.
As you rush to this boat, you're moving forward to attack. You see these automatons lunge. These creatures are like spider-like humanoids. They have arms that split. They're Joe Grievous. You know? Oh my God. They're running at you. And then in quick motion, they freeze as you hear like an explosion sound go off. They stop moving. They freeze still. You see no fury in their eyes as they have no motion. They don't move.
Do they even have eyes?
No. Well, actually, yes, these ones do, yes.
Oh,
They have these still sort of weird machine humanoid eyes. But they have stopped in time. No, time hasn't stopped. It's just they stopped. The waves still ripple across, but that echo goes outward. Thank you. As you see a smoking gun and a fallen high mistress on the ground as the admiral looks towards you with eyes of black. A deal was made, the promise kept. Now help us take this island. As you see festering ooze whelm up. Of course we didn't come for this island, this crap. We came for the only thing worth anything here. As he looks up as the mountain erupts outwards, a snake's mouth comes around the mountain. Who needs gemstones when you can harvest a god? And we'll end it there.
Ooh, I'm gonna.
I was about to go. Psst.
As you weren't the only one who made a deal. And that glance from earlier. Curiosity, yes. More like recognition.
Okay.
The insight from earlier almost got him too. But those 12 and 9s won't cut it.
Yeah.
As
One time I roll low.
actually before that,
Okay.
the High Mistress, as she's bleeding out in the sand, looks towards you, Sochi. Looks towards all of you.
Lord, my lord. So memo.
He shoots her in the head.
Oh my god.
But her body splits into snakes on the ground.
Yo.
And you see the snakes whelm into one great serpent. As she has given her flesh, her body to everything that this spa is. She has done something you've only heard of in legend, Sochi.
Oh.
She has shedded everything that is her, and she has been consumed. She is one with him as the snake's head looms down at all. Its golden eyes watching at this display. A new fight will begin as festering black ooze joins with iron machine bodies on the ground. Flesh joins with metal, creating horrible monstrosities, all within this quick 6-second motion. These creatures are not only machine but organism, the malignant nature of an evil god meeting with the uncontrollable, unguidable nature of a machine god waiting just to be created. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see you in the next one. And remember, no matter the outcome, always let the dice roll. Hiss. 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 Stuart, cut it.